Hello everyone, we are Young Og and our girl will take you guys through PepsiCo. The presentation will include 4 parts of the case, and you can see on the PowerPoint, which are background, summary, question, and recommendation. My name is Song Qingxin, and you can call me Sherry. Now, let me make a brief introduction for you. The Pepsi was developed in the 1890s, and until 1902, the Pepsi-Cola Company was established by Caleb Adam. After that, there were some difficult situations hitting the company, even that it experienced bankruptcy. Now you may wonder that it was a tough company to start with, right? But until 1945, people around the world saw the success of Pepsi created by Gulf, a candy manufacturer, who purchased this company during the rocky time. In response to lifestyle change, Pepsi broke into the bottled water industry and still did well. Since 1980s, PepsiCo has been using celebrity endorsements, and it has worked to great effect. Therefore, PepsiCo enjoyed a higher popularity around the world. Year 2006 saw a new strategy that PepsiCo began investing heavily in the countries where it does business, like China. Due to a new wave of health consciousness during that time, Frito-Lay, a food company, and Gatorade, a sports drinks company, both have been developed aggressively. But the most important part cannot be ignored is the corporate culture of PepsiCo, that there's a foundation which committed to fight against the obesity epidemic and colon conduct policy, like a 24-hour helpline, which can not only improve employment commitment, but also address various business ethics issues. Okay, now let my dear roommate make a summary for you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's Lisa. I'm the speaker of Part 2, Summary. From reading the case 16, I would like to summarize the case as below. It is processed that an individual inventor named Brodheim used his drink invented by himself to build Pepsi-Cola Company. Getting through recombined merger, the company kept up with time from the beginning to now. For example, it's like Michael Jackson, a popular star at that time, as its brand spokesman to cater the newest generation at that time, while it updated the products of its sub-brand. However, in such progress, there rarely have several ethical dilemmas in aspects of water quality, health, and pollution. To solve these dilemmas, Pepsi decided to input funds to develop healthy production and carried out the concept of sustainable development. What is more, it bears the responsibility to its stakeholders. Above all, on my part, now let my pair to tell you the content of the part 3.
Hi everyone, this is Charlie from Young Og. Next, I'm responsible for explaining the first and the second questions to you. First of all, the focus of the first question is how PepsiCo balances the conflict of ideas between customers and shareholders. Our group believes that this case can be viewed from 5 perspectives. These 5 angles are mentioned by the teacher: short-term vs long-term, individual, resolution principle, utilitarianism, ends-based, care-based. On the next page, I will present the case specifically from these perspectives. 1. Since PepsiCo was aware of changes in eating habits, which would involve future profitability, they began to research healthy foods. Nevertheless, they did not give up the original food because there is still demand in the market. In order to solve the bad health problems of the original products, PepsiCo has tried to substitute healthy ingredients without changing the state. And 2. The mayor of New York once wanted to impose a tax on sugar-sweetened beverages, but PepsiCo and other companies stopped it. 3. PepsiCo actively expands the production line of healthy food instead of just abandoning the original products. 4. Due to PepsiCo's innovation needs, they reduce unnecessary cost of inputs. 5. PepsiCo tried to use other ingredients instead of aspartame, but some consumers did not accept new products. Then comes the second question. I will discuss this question from two aspects of nutrition and sustainability. No matter which aspect, PepsiCo has done good and bad parts. From the perspective of nutrition, even if PepsiCo improves its products, it cannot convince most people, so I think this is not effective. At the same time, PepsiCo strives to research healthy foods, and such a positive attitude is effective. From the perspective of sustainability, PepsiCo's actions are invalid because it made the same type of mistakes in 1992 and 2006, respectively. In addition, it was too slow to deal with problems, and even one of the problems lasted for 3 years before being solved. It is said that PepsiCo's actions are effective because, although there will be various problems, it will try to solve each problem and set guidelines to supervise employees.
Hi, I'm Aries. So let's talk about the third question. Is it logical for PepsiCo to partner with these groups since it received heavy criticism? For this question, we need to consider it from two separate perspectives. The first answer is yes. As we all know, pollution and nutrition issues are inevitable. Polluting the environment is a dilemma faced by factories. Food nutrition is also an unavoidable dispute as a company that mainly focuses on selling snacks. They are both urgent matters. Second, since the harms caused by producing can be prevented completely, is there any methods to help PepsiCo take measures right away? It's logical and laudable for the company's behaviors, which shows a positive attitude towards correction. Third, as a company focusing on producing drinks, it's halfway to invest more energy to solving these problems. So cooperation can help PepsiCo process the healthy problems more professional and effective. Look at this picture. It shows that Pepsi cooperates with nutrition organizations to research on producing healthy foods. On the other hand, someone would say, no, it isn't logical. Yes, you can see 3 queries below. From the case, we can know that so far, not all results of the cooperation have been announced, which means the authenticity remains to be investigated. We should wonder that whether the execution is persuasive and actually achieve the company's original goal or not. It's definitely important. Let's go to the next question. Is PepsiCo an ethical company? We also discuss it from different sides. First is yes. From the case given by the textbook, you can see many examples. Pepsi has ranked in the top 25 for best global brands and earning the Green Award by the Environmental Protection Agency. It helps provide millions of people with access to clean water. PepsiCo is a supporter of the HWCF, which is responsible for reducing 6.4 trillion calories from the marketplace. We can see these two pictures, and this one shows Pepsi uses aluminum can packing to replace plastic packaging. Second, we can understand that as a company, interest comes first. If the company goes bankrupt, It will also face the commendation of social responsibility. Third, the corporate culture is good. Also from book, we know that it develops employee commitments, encourages employees to express their ideas, create ethical codes, and provides leadership courses, etc. Fourth, though it can't take the health in the first place, of course, the company bears the penalties and duties after problems would close to respond to the whole society's doubts and needs. Last, the firm still needs to be observed in the future operation. If it takes measures continuously and balances different groups' interests well, it can be commended as ethical. However, from some other points, the answer should be no. First is false propaganda. In 2007, CAI claimed Pepsi used tap water to fill the water bottles being sold, while the label suggesting that the water was purified spring water. It misled customers and will even cause a future fit within the industry. Same as above, neck juice is not as natural as it claimed. It contains synthetic vitamin. Another case to prove this opinion is the water quality problem. In 2013, CSE claimed the water which PepsiCo and other beverage companies in India were using contained toxins. It will contribute to cancer and overall break down the immune system. Consider that it cannot be judged as ethical. And you can see these pictures, especially this one, a water harvesting structure built by PepsiCo. When it comes to the recommendation, we discuss it from 2 points of 2 groups. For PepsiCo and CEO, they should take measures from 2 parts. The first is consuming, which includes formulating proper market plans according to the feedback about consumers' changeable needs, specify the labels in the product showing unhealthy element transparently and proper health rates, and investing more in advertising health goods about their advantages to increase consumers' interest to buy. The second one are producing and recycling, which include limiting the amount of unhealthy drinks consuming, trying to contract with organizations or recruit researchers to explore new drinks that are healthy and good tasted. The company should also be responsible for processing the recycled packing of wasted or used products. For example, set up a packaging collection point and redeem for cash and coupons. As for organizations, the non-profit groups can try to cooperate with the company to preach ideas of health foods to increase people's awareness. Besides, the business organizations can also contract with PepsiCo by establishing relations of economic interest to realize a win-win. They can also exchange their waste for reusing. That's all our group's presentation. Thank you.